Hey, we got recording now. Whoop, whoop. Does that mean Lisa's with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. I'll let
Sorry.
you take it over.
Sorry, just woke up. Good morning, you guys. Um, sorry, I was like 2 minutes late. I am so sorry. Oh, it's been a crazy town. I've been traveling a lot lately. But I'm here. And I really am more excited than I sound. I'm just tired. Um, it is, I'm super excited because daylight savings time is coming. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get another hour of sleep. I'm gonna be able to sleep till 5 in the morning instead of 4 in the morning to get up for this Zoom. And that hour is like a lot. It makes a big difference. So, um, well, first of all, good morning. Yes, just like Shannon was talking about, this is the part in the morning show where we do gratitude. If you have a gratitude journal, get it out and write down those 5 to 7 things that you're grateful for over the last 24 hours. And, again, you don't need the actual gratitude journal or of any kind to do it. You can do it with just a pen and a piece of paper, or, just a spiral notebook from the dollar store would work, or steal one from your kids. um Anything would do. Anything will do. And I actually, like, before I started with a gratitude journal, I had, they're like 3 by 5 little notebooks. um like, you can get a pack of them at the dollar store in all different colors for like $1. They're like super cheap. They're like super little, but they were perfect to write down every day the date and then what I was grateful for. Like, super simple, super perfect for it. So even if you need something like that, that'll work. That will do it. Um, and when you're thinking about those things that you're grateful for, dig a little bit deeper than surface. Dig a little bit deeper than, I'm grateful for air and food and my kids. I mean, yeah, we know that, right? And sometimes that's what you're going to want to write down. Absolutely. If that's what you're feeling. But digging into, really what went down over the last 24 hours and honing in on those things that, you know, that you really have to get specific about and dig deep to find. I think those are those make it a little bit more special. And um not just that, but it kind of, it's cool to go back. We're about to come up on December. Christmas is around the corner, and January 1st of 2022 is going to be here before we know it. So it'll be cool to go through back through your gratitude journal and look at the dates, and next year, where were you last year on this date, and the things that you were grateful for on this date. And it's gonna, make you think about where you were in that moment, what was going on in your life. So it's really cool um to look back like that, I think, and just know that no matter what was happening, no matter what was going on, even if life wasn't where you wanted to be at that moment, and everything wasn't going your way, you still found those 5 to 7 things to be grateful for. There was still beauty in your day. There was still gratefulness in your day. So moving on, it's a new month. It is October 4th. This is our first. Is it our first or our second? Wait, let's see. Today's Monday, so nope. October 1st was Friday. October 2nd, October 3rd. Okay. So Friday was our first actual uh October beginning of the month morning Zoom. We're into our second one, and y'all, it's already October. And like I just mentioned, Christmas is around the corner. So for your business, now is the time to really start thinking about who are some of those people that maybe we can help, and keeping our eyes open and our ears open and paying attention to our surroundings, because you never know when, somebody's going to be put in your path that needs this business for Christmas, needs to make an extra, $1,000 before December 25th, that would make all the difference for them and their family for Christmas. So, but you've got to be looking, right? We can't just think that, praying for those right people to come into our business and they're just going to knock at our front door. You have to be observant. That person could be put in front of you at the grocery store. They could be put in front of you when you go out to dinner. They could be being put in front of you, sitting next to you on the airplane or on the bus or whatever is happening in your life at the mall or they're all around us. It could be that person at church that's sitting next to you every Sunday. It could be um who knows, right? It could be your neighbor that you talk to every day and you still have not told them about Thrive. Um, it could be them. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to be observant and to share it, share your story, share other people's stories. Because if you're not sharing, how are they going to know what you're doing? How are they going to know that this awesome opportunity is out there for them to come in and make an extra, $1,320 in cash and incentives and bonuses just in their first 2 weeks, and that their Christmas could look so much different than it did last year or than they thought it was gonna look, right? Because this opportunity could change that. So, just be super aware of your surroundings and know that you would be very surprised how many people would jump in and give it a try for Christmas for their families. There's not a better time. So don't forget about that. And then obviously this month is going to be super exciting because we've got Vegas. Let us know if you are on today and you are actually coming to Vegas for the lifestyle getaway. Um, and that'll be cool because we already know that I mean, it's just cool to go and spend time with like-minded people and, be around other thrivers and, hopefully get to rub elbows with Paul and Jason and, leaders that we're like that we've been following that we look up to. But even bigger than that, even huger than that is the fact that they always announce awesome stuff. eh, um, at our lifestyle getaways, something, like a new product or, it could be like a little promotion, but there's always something cool that they drop, and we know because we've already kind of been given the inside scoop that they are finally releasing the detox that we've all been waiting for. And man, what a perfect time to release the detox because I don't know about you guys, but after you eat that big old Thanksgiving meal, you're probably gonna need a detox after you eat all the Halloween candy. After you, um, the holiday season, we know most people pack on an extra 5 to 10 pounds during the holiday season. Everybody's gonna be needing a detox. Everybody's gonna be needing a detox. So it couldn't have been a better time for them to say, "Hey, we're gonna release this product. It's been long waited. We have, the excitement has been built up. So many of us have been waiting and crossing our fingers, and it is finally coming." And then we also know, based off of what Jason said, that there's gonna be a couple more things that they roll out before the end of the year as well. Um, that's not it. That won't be the first thing. It won't be the last thing. Um, so just know that Lavelle is gonna continue to put these awesome promotions, these new products, um, they're gonna continue to put it in our path. They're gonna continue to set us up for success. It's just gonna be up to you guys to take hold of what they're putting out there and doing something with it and stepping up to the plate. So, just out of curiosity in the chat, how many of you guys are with Destination to 40K contest group? I guess it'd be easier to say, is there anybody not in the Destination to 40K contest group? It's so exciting. There's so many of you that are. That's super, super cool. Or the 90-day challenge with Maria. That is amazing too. At the end of the day, I'm glad somebody brought that up. I just want you to get consistent and stay consistent and not fall out of the groove like so many do this time of year. It's super easy, especially with the holidays, especially with things going on with our kids and our families and different times of year. It can get tricky, and there's a lot of people that they just check out. They check out, they don't plug in, and they're still expecting to see growth, right? It's like you can't grow when you don't plug in. You can't grow when you're checked out 90% of the time, or when you show up only when you feel like it. Like, businesses don't work like that. You have to show up all the time. But it's the tools are there for us to succeed, right? It's just a matter of deciding, okay, are we going to use these tools and set ourselves up for success for the future and what's to come? Um, so I guess what I really want to point out is that the next 3 months can be a time that you stay consistent and plant the seeds and get ready for the new year, and be ready when January 2022 hits. And those are primarily those bigger months for our business. January, February, March, April, May tend to be the months where people double and triple their ranks. It tends to be the month where people get their highest paychecks of the entire year. It's a time where they rank to, double, triple rank. It's a time where they can see awesome growth in their paychecks and on their team for everyone. It's just really going to matter what you're doing with October, November, and December, because those are the months that are kind of the qualifier for what's going to happen in January, February, March, April, and May. So you kind of you're at that crossroads where it's time to look in the mirror and go, okay, am I going to sit out? Am I going to let the holidays take over and, get sidetracked easy and not treat it like a business? And that's fine. The beauty of this business is that anyone can decide what they want to do with it, how fast they want to move, how slow they want to move, what it's going to be in their life. Is it something that they're just doing to get some free product, or is it something where they want to make friends, or is it something where they want to make money, or is it a combination of all three? For everybody, the answer is probably a little bit different. But the cool thing is that you choose what you want it to be. So if you're that person that you're content, you're okay moving slower. You just love the community and you love getting your products free, then okay, that's cool. You can treat it any way you want to treat it. That's the beauty of things. But if you're that person that's like, man, I really want this to take off. I really need this to take off. I need to change my life financially. I need to change my family's life financially. I want to get out of this job that I absolutely hate. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of doing the right things and, you know, in life, but never winning. If that sounds like you, then it's time to jump in, get serious, and be consistent in October, November, and December, so that when you walk into January, you're walking in to 2022 in your best position. You're walking in to January 2022 set up for success because you have stayed consistent and stayed the course and not given up. So, October, November, December, man, y'all, it's going to fly. It is going to go so fast. You're gonna blink. You're gonna literally blink. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, are you kidding me? It's Christmas. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's New Year's Eve. Like, what? Where did the last 3 months go? This is insanity. Holy crap, it's about to be January 1st. Oh my gosh, the biggest months of my business are coming. Like it is going to fly. And that's why you can't wait to make a decision. You've got to decide now. It's either, all right, I'm in, I'm doing this. And that's why I'm just so happy whether you signed up for Maria's challenge, whether you're doing another challenge that's not that challenge or my challenge or Maria's challenge, or you're doing Destination to 40K. Do something. Do something if you don't want to be in a spot where you feel stuck. Because I promise you, you won't be stuck. You won't be. I promise you, as long as you get consistent now. Treat it like a business now. Make time for it every day. Learn new things. Step out of your comfort zone. You're going to be set up and it come January 1st for that success that you're looking for. Um, you'll be a lot farther along than those people that didn't. I promise you that. You will be a lot farther along than those people that decided not to show up or, and again, like I said, I'm cool if you don't want to show up and you just do this as a hobby or to be a part of something, then please disregard what I'm saying on this Zoom and don't think that I mean everybody has to do everything that we're telling you to do. No, everybody's a little bit different on where they want to be with their journey. So if you're happy, please disregard it. But if you're not, heed my warning that it's going to come quick and everything you did now is going to be a deciding factor for next year. It really will be. And I know a lot of you are like, well, that's kind of pushing it, isn't it? Like the deciding factor, these 3 months are going to decide everything. Well, what you do now is a direct has direct impact on what happens in your business from 3 to 6 months from now. Most people aren't going to, most connections you're making and relationships you're building, most people aren't going to thrive with you right away. I mean, most people aren't going to see what you do and go, "Hey, give me that. Let's sign me up right now." You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to build the relationship. What are the things you have in common? How can you offer value to that person's life? How can you show up every day for them as a friend outside of this business? And the business comes. It truly does. The business will come, but it really truly is all about that consistency. So I'm just excited. October is going to fly. And again, we know, but they're going to come out with 2 other products too. I just don't know what they I mean, I'm sure this is the time of year where they kind of start, messing around with flavors of things and coming out with, I mean, y'all saw we just got the new Thirst, which is incredible. If you guys have not tried it, um, there's a ton. There's a ton of things that they could possibly come out with, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to guess right now because I'm never right. Just when I think I know, I don't know. And believe me, you guys, it's not if you're 200K or 80K or something like that. We don't get like the news before you. They don't fill us in on what's coming. They truly, truly don't. So, um, we're finding out the same time you are, and most of the time, anything I had as a guess in the back of my mind is wrong. So I stopped trying to do that a long time ago because they continue to surprise me with things that they release and do and come out with. So it is also Halloween month. There's a lot of cool things you guys can do with your Lavelle business for Halloween. There truly, truly is. Like, if you go trick or treating with your kids now that this pandemic is, I mean, it's still here. I get that, but more and more cities and states are going back to a place where they're not wearing masks and right now, and the kids are back in school and the people are back to work, and they're trying, right? We're just trying to make life feel a little bit normal than it was. Well, one of those things that helps is, I mean, Halloween and holidays like that. So I'm excited because there's so many things you can do for your business to promote your business. and get the word out there for Halloween. And you can make up like little, goodie bags for the parents. And if you're out walking with your kids and you go up to the door, hey, thanks, they put a little treat in your kid's bucket and you say, you know what, thanks for that. Here's a little treat for you. My number's on the back. You'll love it. Like you can do that. You can literally make it to where you're handing stuff out from your house, little cards with like a thirst attached to it, or a boost, or really anything, a pick me up for parents. And you could call it something like, be creative, the Halloween, whatever. Yes, chill. Tonight after Halloween, we know how bad you're going to want to chill. Um, Try this, just put it on your tongue. I mean, you can make little pieces of papers, wrap it up with ribbon. There's so many things you can do, guys. So many things you can do, but don't forget holidays, especially Halloween, such a huge time. It's like a dream come true for a network marketer. You literally, for the first time ever, have people knocking on your door, literally knocking on your door that need Thrive. They may not know it yet. They may not even know what Thrive is. But guess what? You have grown adults going to be knocking at your door with their kids that are going to go, what is that? And it's going to be the game changing thing that they did for their business. And they're going to look back and go, damn, I'm so glad that person on Halloween was talking about what they did. Like, we don't think about doing things like that, but they tend to be the most powerful, right? And again, it makes it a lot easier for us because these people are already coming up to us. All we have to do is go, thank you, and put it into their hand. What they do after that, that's up to them. But at least you gave them that opportunity to possibly do something with it, to possibly say yes. So, I mean, Thanksgiving, all of these holidays that are coming up, what a great time to get the word out about what you do. You know, taking treat meal with you on Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner and setting that in the middle of the table. And then when your family goes, what the hell is that? You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this absorbs, up to 60% of the fat and the carbs and the food we're about to eat today. So it doesn't go into my body and clog my arteries and, go into my fat cells and make me gain weight. Like this stuff is the bomb.com. You should try it. Like it, it's perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. Like perfect timing for this stuff. So think outside the box. Know you're going to be around friends and family and loved one that you only see once a year. Many of you may have just started thriving this year, so your friends and family don't even know what you do. um, they're going to hear about it or know about it for the first time seeing you on Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas. And you want to represent it well. You want to represent it to the point where they're going to say, what is it? Tell me more. What does it do? And the cool thing is that we have everything. So even if you think, okay, well, the group I've got coming over for Thanksgiving to my house, I have a friend's Thanksgiving, all of the people come in. I just don't think they would be interested in the 3 steps because of X, Y, and Z. However, I know how much the 3 steps will change their life. So if I could just get them interested to any product, then maybe if that product helped them, they'd take a look at these 3 steps down the line. And then I would start thinking, what does who I'm working with need? If I know it's a friend or a family member or mother, sister, brother, whoever, I'm going to think about what could I talk about, right? What could I share with them that's going to get them interested in Thrive and Lavelle and what I do for a living. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to point out holidays are here, 3 months left. There's a lot of things that we can do to grow our business. Don't think that you have to throw in the towel and give up on your goals and dreams because it's January 1st and you're thinking, oh God, it's Christmas time. People aren't going to join me because they won't have any money and they're probably not going to order products, so they're not going to become a customer. Like you can look at it one of two ways. You can look at it like this is the best time of the year. And I am so excited for the amount of people I'm going to see, the family, the structure, the people that, I only see on holidays. at work parties and friend parties for Christmas. And you can either look at it that way, or you can look at it the negative way, which is, oh gosh, I'm going to see people that are going to be broke, angry, not in a good place, that aren't going to be having the money to invest in any kind of business or any kind of product. They're not going to be open to hear what I'm saying. And literally, it's a coin toss. It's just, it really does just depend on, it really just depends on how you want to go about it, and where you're at with it, and where your mindset's at. And if your mindset is in a good place over the next 3 months and knows exactly how you want to attack it with the friends and family and coworkers and the people that you're going to be seeing during this holiday season, it could go a very different way come January 1st. And here's the deal, you guys, even if, even if the friends and family that you're seeing around this time of year don't want Thrive right now, at the very least, you can plant a seed, because if you've ever been with us January, something magical truly does happen. And, a lot of the people that told you no or have been watching, they finally decide to give you that yes. They finally decide to come out of their shell and take a chance on themselves, because they're thinking about, what are my resolutions? Where do I want to go in life? Why I don't want to be stuck here anymore. Like, suddenly this light switch goes off January 1st, and even total strangers who were like, nope, not doing that, not my jam, not into what you're saying. Good luck to you, but leave me alone. Even those people, many of them come around to you and go, okay, I'm ready. Will you tell me about that? Or what is that pride thing? Or, they're just ready. They're just at a place where they're ready. And it's because you took the time to plant those seeds when no one else was ready to do that. And the last thing you want to do is get to January and now you see your friends and family start signing up on Lavelle with other people, and you're shaking your head like, why is this happening to me? Because you were too scared in the months previous to just open up and bond with people, right? And you know, so yeah, that's where we're at. 'Tis the season, lots happening, but at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. It truly is going to be up to you to make the decision on how consistent you're going to be, where you're going to go with this, and what your 2022 is going to look like. Now is that time to, pull out the new dream board. Start thinking, what are things that I did was able to accomplish this year, and crossing those things off, and really looking at that dream board and giving it the once over and going, is it time for another one? Have I been able to really knock off a lot of things from this dream board? And is it time for me to sit down, make a whole new one, and this time only include, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it make a new one that's going to be like, okay, here's some things I didn't get to finish from last year, but here's some things that I want to do in the new year. Like, I've already done so much, but I need to revamp this, and also revamp your why. Like, what's your why? My why has changed over and over and over again over the last 12 years. My why started out for me, right? And my kids. And then once I started reaching our goals and dreams, my why became about other people. So, your why is going to change. And if you're not changing with your business and with what's happening in your life, then if you have the same why now that you did 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, you're not reevaluating your why enough, because that's one of the biggest reasons why people slow down, is they just don't know why they're doing this anymore. They get comfortable. They're like, you know what? All I wanted was to go 12K, get that auto bonus, and take a little bit of pressure off my family. And now I've done that. And they don't dream past that. And because of that, they get stuck. They kind of fall into management mode. They don't know what to do next, because they really don't have that dangled carrot to chase anymore. So, it's time. It's coming up on those times where we really need to redo things or engage more. Put your foot on the gas when most other people are going to be putting it on the brake or taking their foot off the gas. Most people do that. You have to be not like most people. You have to be like the minority of people that go, I'm making this happen. I'm not giving up. I'm going to put my foot on the gas when others are taking it off. And I'm going to, not just get on Zooms like this and listen. I'm going to get off them and apply what I'm learning and apply what they're talking about and sharing. So, it's all up to you right now. And where it goes, it's going to be your decision. So, with that said, for those of you guys that are in one of these challenges like Maria's or Destination, it's not too late to get into Maria's last 90 days. I highly suggest, if you're not in Destination, to 40K, you get in Maria's group. It's going to get you consistent and keep you consistent the next 3 months just on the basics of business. It doesn't get too crazy. It doesn't take hours a day to do. You're looking, pretty quick time frames every day, 15 minutes, just doing the basic 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s of your business, and then keeping track of that so you can be accountable to someone, right? When you're in those push groups like that, it just makes you say, okay, I don't want to look stupid. I signed up for this. I committed to it, and I'm not going to, not show up because there's people watching. They know if I'm not here. So the accountability in those groups are huge, just absolutely huge, and so helpful to people like me who need accountability sometimes, right? So yeah, I just wanted to point out that I'm just super proud of anybody that's involved with either one of those, and super proud of anybody that sticks with it. Mine's only 30 days, but Mario's, that's a 90 days of consistency with your business. With the main thing, keeping the main thing, super easy. But that's what's going to pay off. That is what's going to pay off. So, anywho, what else can we talk about today? Plugging in, y'all know that we are also changing some things up, which is super cool. I was so excited. If you guys did not listen to Sunday night, our team call on Sunday night, last night, oh my God, you guys, we had almost 400 people that got on last night. That tells me that the leaders that are coming together to consolidate things and push certain Zoom. I mean, obviously, we saw that many people on because of D2, Destination to 40K too. But we also saw people coming together because we are starting to consolidate things. And that excitement was definitely absolutely there. But more than that, if you guys were not on, oh my gosh, you've got to listen to the replay because it was so good. We covered your storefront. Stacy calls it your hotel lobby. Um, we covered, what it's supposed to look like, how it can draw people in. We also talked about just like your network, where to work in your network, how to, build relationships with people a little bit. We discussed a lot of stuff, you guys. Like, you will be doing yourself a disservice if you do not listen to that replay, if you could not get on the live. And you should have no problem doing that. Like, you should have no issues if you really want to, catching the replay and making it happen, right? Like, the ball's in your court. But let me tell you what, you are going to learn so much. And then my challenge to you guys is listen to it and then apply something. Don't just listen. This is half everybody's problem, is they're getting on Zooms all day long, but then they're not applying anything. And you can't expect to see growth just from wanting it, wishing it would happen, or listening to 20 Zooms a week. You've got to get off those Zooms and apply something immediately and consistently in order for it to work. So Um, yeah, so cool. I am excited to see our Zooms during the week that we are having, the couple that we're promoting. I'm excited to see them grow in length and size. I am excited just for the direction that our team is going in. And we are so Minnesota training is this weekend, you guys. And if you are in or near Minnesota within 5 hours of Mall of America, because the location of the training is literally right across the street from Mall of America, um, I will be there Friday evening along with Chastity Marie and other incredible, awesome, ridiculous leaders on this team that you can meet in person if you go. Chastity Marie, myself, like it's going to be thebomb.com. And we are flying in this week and doing a Friday night um, local meet and greet where you can meet everybody, hang out, bring some guests that are local to you and hear all about the business. And then just bring yourselves, right? Because showing up is half the battle. That's like what gets somebody excited. And then it also makes them feel like they're part of a community. And then Saturday is a full day training, including lunch. So I need a big favor from everybody on here, a huge, 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 huge favor. If you are coming to Minnesota local, awesome, amazing, so excited, make sure you go register. If you registered for Minnesota local and you've decided now that you are not coming, very important that you message me. I sent out an email last night to all attendees that purchased a ticket saying, please, 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 if you are no longer coming, we're not going to be mad at you, but can you please email me back? Tell somebody, myself, Chas, Stephanie Grachak, somebody, just let us know you're not coming because here's why. If you registered and got a ticket for these events, we're counting that as food. And I don't know if you guys realize this, but me and Chastity pay for that food. And let's say that just for fun, because this is what always happens with these trainings. Yeah, 150 people got a ticket, but then 70 show up, right? 80 show up, 90 show up. I wish it could be all 150 some people that registered, but normally that's not how it goes down. And what happens is we get stuck with all these extra lunches that we didn't have to pay for. They go to waste. Like and it's expensive. I'm just being real, you guys. Like, it's not cheap to feed 150 people with free appetizers on Friday night and then Saturday night, whatever's going on in your business. Like, that's not like petty cash, right? If you add that up. So it's really going to be helpful for us if you can let one of us know, you know, Jacqueline, myself, Stephanie, Chastity, or just email. You can literally log into the Eventbrite. Any of these trainings that you attend, the New York training that's coming up, this Minnesota one, you can log right into the Eventbrite and cancel your ticket, and I'll get a notification in my email that it's been canceled. So, yeah, sometime this week, before this happens, before Friday, Thursday or before, please let us know. The sooner the better. If you just got it, because a lot of people just grab a ticket to grab a ticket because they're like, just in case, or they decide last minute, I can't come, something came up. So the sooner you can let us know what's happening, what your deal is, please let us know because obviously we don't want to waste food. And who wants to waste money? Nobody. Nobody wants to waste money. So let us know as soon as you can. That would be uber helpful. And then you guys are going to be seeing a link go out for the Syracuse, New York training coming up in November. And I believe it's the first weekend in November. Anyways, as soon as I get we're tying down the last little bit of plans, making sure that we have location, address, all of that. Once we have it all, that link is going to go out. And I highly suggest if you're somewhere within 5 hours of New York, it's going to be well worth your time to get there, because that is where you can come alive, get excited, be around like-minded people, learn and grow in person. Like, it's like a mini little Thrive Palooza when we go do these things, except better, because Thrive Palooza is more of a everybody talking and meeting, where this is like training. This is like all the things that you wish you knew, and now you have somebody right in front of your face that has been there and done it, helping you and teaching you how to do it. Like, there's nothing better than that. So that is coming up. So you guys make sure that you are taking care of yourselves and plugging in, and knowing what's happening next. I think that's our last training for the year, but New Year's right around the corner, and hopefully in Vegas they're going to be announcing the next lifestyle getaway, so we know what's coming. But next year, I know our plan as a team, in the next couple months. And the reason I brought up these trainings in the first place, I'm totally squirreling this morning, was because a lot of you know that we are revamping the Dream Team 2021 page so that it looks awesome, has more resources, easier for new people to navigate through, getting rid of things that are complicated and old. And Kaylee Krupp is helping me do this. And the fact of the matter is I've just been so busy traveling literally, I'm usually only home 2 days a week now, and then I'm either on an airplane or traveling to another state. That gets to be a lot. So we just haven't had that minute to sit down and really go through everything and figure out how we're going to do it, what it's going to contain, all that. But I promise you, it is going to happen. So don't think that we've forgotten about that. It's just that all weekend I was at a retreat. I'm literally home for 3 days. Thursday, I'm in Minnesota. I come back, then I'm home again, and then I leave and I go to Vegas, and then I come home, and then I leave and go to Syracuse. Like, it's some craziness right now. So just know that that will all be implemented and looking good and looking nice and ready for this coming year. It's all the things we're getting together and in place to make everything happen. I feel like that's pretty much. Oh, my alarm just went off. Hold on a second. So when I was in my other time zone, I actually set the alarm. I have it set now. It's so crazy because when I'm doing all this traveling, it's literally set for every time zone 15 minutes before. Um, so right now, if I was in mountain time zone, this call would be starting at a really weird time, right? It'd be going off there at 4:45 at this time now, because it would be starting at 5 a.m. So I apologize if you guys heard that. I don't know if you could hear it beeping or not, or if it was just on my end, but it was really annoying. Oh, okay, good. I was like, dang, that's so annoying. Um, and thank God this call is only an hour, because then it'd be going off again in another hour. But I'm like, I swear I torture myself, you guys, because I'm so tired, right? And especially when I'm skipping around from all these different time zones traveling, um, literally back to back, getting on airplanes. Like, it's exhausting. And it's so funny because I don't make it easy on myself, because I'm finally home, and guess what? I could sleep, but instead I'm gonna keep my alarms set the exact way they are, and I'm gonna get off this Zoom and fall asleep, and in 1 hour, it's gonna go off again. And it doesn't have to, but that's just how I have to make my life completely difficult all the time. Don't ask me why. It's just who I am, y'all. Um, some things will never change. Um, but yeah, super, super, super excited for, gosh, everything we got going down and everything that's to come. And I just want to emphasize again that the next 3 months are going to be what you make of them. Don't go into the next 3 months with the stigma of nobody promotes in October, November, and December, or nobody's businesses grows those months. That's lies you're telling yourself. Because let me tell you what, I've seen plenty of people see their biggest not gross, growth, GROWTH, not GROSS, gross, not growth. Can't talk either in the mornings. I've seen people see their biggest growth ever in their business in the month of October or November or December. It's what you to make of it. It's what you decide to make of it. And if you've honestly been consistent most of this year, you're really going to breeze right through those 3 months. But if you haven't, right? Let's say this is the first time you're really plugging back in all year. For many of you, we've had this conversation in Messenger. You've been very honest, raw, and transparent and told me, Lisa, I have been checked out all year and I'm finally stepping back in to this business now in October. Last month in September, like I'm back. I want to do this. And I think Destination of 40K and Maria's 90-day challenge came at a perfect time because it's getting those people that want to get out of bed, want to move their bodies, a chance to do it. You know what I mean? And show up for their businesses. You know, it's these little challenges and opportunities are a way to jump back in. But again, those people that have been consistent all year, don't don't ever underestimate what you've done, the seeds you planted, and think that you can't grow during what some may say are slower months. I've seen some of my biggest growth in the month of December since I've been in Lavelle. It's never been a bad month for me. So, everybody's a little bit different, but it definitely has a lot to do with how much you showed up previous to it, definitely 100%. Um, so last but not least, I do know that Thursday night Zoom is okay. So Sunday night and Thursday night are the two Zooms that we're really pushing for everyone to get on. Like coming together, 400, 500, 600 people. Like that's what we want to see on those two Zooms. They're going to be packed full of different leadership leading it, different people sharing their tips and tricks and stories and all of that stuff. So mark your calendars every single Sunday night and Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for a more basic. There goes my alarm again. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. 4:50. That's the second one that goes off to let me know. It goes off like 10 times. 4:51, 4:52, time to get up. But anyways, um, dang it, where was I? I was talking about, oh, okay, I know where I was. So, no, maybe I don't. Where was I?
We were talking about the Sunday and Thursday Zooms.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, see, one little thing can throw me off when I'm this tired in the morning. So Sunday and Thursday Zooms, those are the main Zooms at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're pushing everyone to. Okay, and then there's gonna be like a more advanced training Zoom that happens on Saturdays for people that want to plug into it. And that is going to be led by people way more awesome than myself because they're going to be teaching things like how to do a reel, TikTok, Instagram hashtags, like, all those things that some of you guys are like, look, I'm ready for that next level. And I'm telling you, if we don't be more open to that next level, a lot of us are going to get stuck. I mean, you've got to have multiple avenues and be willing to open up a little bit and venture out into new worlds. I know it's scary. Trust me, I hate it. I get comfortable in something and I just want to stay right where I'm at. I'm like, I like this right here. I don't want to go outside of this. But the thing is that I have understood over the last 12 years that if I'm not willing to move with the times, then I'm going to get left behind. And you never know what's going to happen. I mean, Facebook is literally turning into a mini Instagram. And before we know it, Facebook will be Instagram. And then how are we going to know what to do and how to navigate through it? I mean, Facebook is adopting first they gathered the stories just like Instagram, and then now they're doing the reels. And before we know it, it's going to look so much different than it looks right now. So we've got to be those type of people that are willing to go with the time. So there'll be that advanced training Zoom for those people that want to check in, check it out, do some more advanced things. And then we're going to do a Tuesday Zoom Facebook Live that's connected that you will send your prospects to. Twin has been doing it now since like 3 years, and she is opening that up to be co-hosted and hosted by other people. Like, this isn't just her team, like she wants it to be everyone, and it's done super well. Like, they get a lot of people on, and it's going to be excitement, and it's going to bring that excitement back for our prospects. So just know that that's on the way. So we're getting everything revamped at this point. It's going to be up to you guys to make sure that you are, basically helping us out and being plugged in yourselves. But I also wanted to point out that, at the end of the day, if we don't show up, our people won't show up, guys. That's why it's so important that we band together right now and we're showing up for this stuff. We're getting on. We're helping create that excitement that we need for our new people. And make sure that everybody is added to the Dream Team 2021 page so we're all in one spot. And so people are getting access to every contest that's run or giveaway, and they're not missing out on things like that, because that's one of the biggest things that helps create community and excitement. I mean, as awesome as you all are, there's going to be people that just don't get that motivation and excitement from you. It just doesn't work. They need someone that shares their story or is more like them to be able to share. That's going to be the defining difference, and help so many of you in the end. It truly, truly, truly will. So getting everybody plugged into the Dream Team 2021 page, I think, is going to be a crucial part, because they won't be left behind with anything. They'll have access to the new page and how we're doing everything and all that. So it's going to be super, 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 super cool. I'm so excited about everything, how it's working out so far. Of course, we're not exactly where I want to be. We just came together as leaders. We're just starting to figure out the kinks. But it's a great start. When on Thursday night Zoom, there was like 300 people, and there's usually 90 to 100. And then yesterday, there's usually only 100 people on Sunday night, and there was almost 400. So we're moving in the right direction. Exciting times. Sorry, my alarm just went off again. Hold on a second. Exciting times, and it's going to be up to you leaders to make sure you are plugging each and every person in that you can, that's under you, into everything. If they decide not to log into the Zoom that you just sent them saying, hey, get on, girl, that's their decision. But you need to know on your end that you're doing everything you can to grow your business. And that means staying connected to your people and letting them know when things are happening, even if they're, stubborn, even if you don't think they'll listen, even if you think they don't want the message. You'd be surprised how many people are like, oh my God, I loved how she told me and shared that with me too. You know what I mean? I love that she cared enough to make sure I was on that. Like, that's huge, guys. So, all right, we are coming up at the top of the hour. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Shannon to get this thing ended out. And also, Shannon, I'm actually going to get off right now, but I'm going to have you pick a winner and you can let me know who it was. I'm getting off because my dog needs to go to the bathroom right now. He's doing a dance. So I'm going to go do that, and then you can hook up with me and let me know who the winner is. But you guys, thank you for joining us this morning, and I'm going to pass it over, and we're going to end it out with our 100 days to, I always forget what it is.
Peace.
Peace. There we go. I'm always forgetting. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you guys Wednesday, same time, same place, same link. Be here or be square.
Thank you, Lisa. Alrighty, well, guys, you heard her. Let's drop me in the comments if you've never won anything. And Sky is going to read our 100 Days to Peace. And afterwards, I'll go ahead and pick a winner. And Wednesday, we got Miss Jacqueline Babler that's going to be on, and it is going to be fire. So go ahead, take it away, Sky.
All right. 1 second while I get my life together. Good morning. Good morning. Today's reading, oh my gosh, it's so fitting with everything that Lisa just said. So, day 29. When times are tough, get busy. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. Working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. It isn't easy to overcome tough times. It takes hard work and lots of it. So if you're facing adversity of any kind, you can be sure that God has important work for you to do, but he won't make you do it. Since the days of Adam and Eve, God has allowed his children to make choices for themselves, and so it is with you. You can either dig in and work hard, or you can retreat to the couch, click on the TV, and hope things get better on their own. The Bible instructs us that we can learn an important lesson of a surprising source: ants. Ants are among nature's most industrious creatures. They do their work without supervision, rumination, or hesitation. We should do likewise. When times are tough, we must summon the courage and determine to work ourselves out of trouble. God has created a world in which diligence is rewarded and sloth is not. So, whatever you choose to do it with commitment, excitement, and vigor, reaching for greater things and defeating tough times. It usually requires work and lots of it, which is perfectly fine with God. After all, he knows that you're up to the task and he still has big plans for you. Our quotes for today: let us not be content to wait and see what will happen, but give us the determination to make the right things happen, by Peter Marshall. All work, if offered to him, is transformed. It is not secular but sacred, sanctified in the glad offering, by Elizabeth Elliot. God has lots of folks who intend to go to work for him someday. What he needs is more people who are willing to work for him this day, by Marie Freeman. For further reflection, Proverbs chapter 6, verses 6 through 8, chapter 13, verse 4, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10, Titus chapter 3, verse 14, Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11. Today's prayer: Heavenly Father, when I feel less than excited about my circumstances, keep me mindful that all my work is for you. Give me courage and determination, Lord, to face the challenges of this day and find my reward in you. Amen. And that's it.
That was awesome. Thank you. So let's see. Finger. And our winner is just a dot. It's just a dot. So whoever the dot is, please message me in Messenger. The last name's Cochran, Cochran. Congratulations. And like I said, it just says dot on the whole thing. I just even scrolled over in the pictures.
Sorry, I think that's me. I thought my
Yes,
name
that's
was
you. Who are you?
Tracy.
Tracy, congratulations. Get a hold
Thank
of me in Messenger. I'll get you the graphic and we'll take care of you from there. Again,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jump on Wednesday. We got Jacqueline Babler with Commit to Commit, and it's going to be fire. And y'all know how Jackie brings it to the table. So have a notebook and pen ready to go. All right, guys. See you later.